Just over the river from Windsor, Ontario, we're in downtown Detroit at lovely Comerica Park. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Cleveland Indians and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Hal Newhouser gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
And stepping in, Kenny Lofton. He will lead this one off today. Two and one now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Not an altogether bad afternoon for baseball. 54 degrees here at first pitch. Back up the middle. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. Now a moment here for the Indians starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Stepping in now, Ahmed Rosario. 2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Larry Doby will be next. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Larry Doby.
Striding in for the Indians, Larry Doby. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The 1-1 home. Swing, and he pops him up. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Top of the first just underway here in Motown. Now a foul tip at the plate, and you could hear that one ring off the catcher's mask as he stays alive. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Tribe. Indians nothing. Tigers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the Show. Now at the plate is Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second.
And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Into the box now, Harold Castro. Hit on the ground to short. Rosario's got it, and that's the second out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Al Kaline.
Next up is Al Kaline. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that will end up a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Still no score. The batter will be Grady Sizemore. And it's fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Jose Ramirez. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Baddoo is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2.
Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 32, Trammell Reyes.
So 2 out, nobody on. And here's Trammell Reyes stepping in. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Base hit, and the Indians are into the hit column for the first time this season.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
That brings up Jim Thome. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Two and one to the Indians' first baseman. No score here as we play inning number 2. swung on and chopped up the middle. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. Indians leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So that brings up the Hall of Famer Alan Trammell, set to lead off the home half of the second. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And that's a swinging strike three in the dirt. Up with it, Perez. And he makes the throw to first. Trammell is retired, and there's one away.
The second baseman, Jonathan.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and 2 strikes now.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Next for the Tigers, Akil Baddoo. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Too high.
3-1. Miguel Cabrera would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2. High fly ball out to deep right field. Right fielder looking up. Adios, pelota. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Matty, I can't even believe what's going through his mind right now. First knock in his show's a home run. I can only imagine he's thinking of everybody who's played a part in getting him to this moment. What an absolute bomb it was.
At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. High in the air down the right field line. Reyes is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. We've played 2. It's now 1-0 Detroit. Leading off the inning, it'll be Cesar Hernandez, as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. Now here's one high and deep to left. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
Huge swing of the bat right there, just hooking foul. Would have tied the game. I know there's still a lot of game left, but that was potentially a huge momentum swing there. Gonna have to find a way to refocus and continue this at bat.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Cesar Hernandez goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
To the plate now, Kenny Lofton. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1 and 2. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scope is there. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Bottom of the third now, and into bat next, it'll be Jeimer Candelario. And 2-2.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Full count, 3-2. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 or 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
So now to the plate, Eric Haas. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box, Victor Reyes. Nope. And it's 2-1 to the Tigers' leadoff hitter. Feller pauses, and the pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Harold Castro is on deck. The 3-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Here's the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
At the plate now, Harold Castro. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Tigers leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he can go in right here.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting.
So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And my gracious, look at that comparison. Both guys into triple digits. That is some serious, serious gas. So next to hit is Larry Doby, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors to this point for the Indians. Well-located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Stepping in now, Grady Sizemore. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today. Down in order go the Tribe. It remains 1-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in will be Al Kaline. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swing and a liner. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Nice execution right there. Kept his balance on a nasty breaking ball. His hand stayed back, and he was able to fight it off for a base hit.
Trammell.
Into the box now, Alan Trammell, Tigers shortstop, with a ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches. If you're a hitter, you have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in the 1-2 count, you might be sitting off-speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
To the plate now, Jonathan Scope. Pitch inside the throw. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
He picked a good pitch to run on at that time, and it really paid off. A changeup down in the zone is a really tough pitch for the guy behind the plate to catch and throw on, so he didn't stand much of a chance there.
Lazy fly ball out to center field. Likely too shallow to advance here as that's taken by the center fielder.
Now batting, center fielder, a kill. The 2.
So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the fourth. And here's the former Rule 5 pick, Akil Baddoo.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not come off the heater. Have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
The set and the 2-1.
Ball that's outside.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lofton is there. And that retires the side. 1 left for Detroit, but they lead it 1-0. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 32, Trammell, Ramirez.
And that'll bring in Trammell Reyes. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
High in the air out to center field. Baddoo is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jim Thome.
In now for Cleveland, Jim Thome. Hit out towards second. Scope dives, what a stop. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Now at the plate, Miguel Cabrera flew out last time up. Here's the 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2.
Hey, usually the second time through the order you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Jamer Candelario. Outside, 2-1.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Look to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Bases are empty, one man out. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 13.
So next to bat will be Eric Haas. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here. Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, but they're on top 1-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Cesar Hernandez. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped up. Candelario moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Next, here is Roberto Perez. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
At the plate, Kenny Lofton. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Before the payoff pitch, a look to first. And the runner back easily. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. So now to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. And he struck him out. And wouldn't this be something if he could work out of this with that 1-run lead still in check?
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Standing in now, Larry Doby hit on the ground toward the left. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Now batting, The designated hitter.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box, Grady Sizemore, pulled toward right center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Indians forced to settle for one. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth, all tied at 1-1. So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Weak roller right side. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Now back, the designated hitter, Harold Castro.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Harold Castro. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Now the 1-1 pitch. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted down the line in left, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box now, Al Kaline. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. Score remains tied 1-1. So now to the plate, Jose Ramirez. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And that one finds the target on the outside corner, 2-2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
3-2 now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Popped up. And there's your first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 32, Trammell.
Now into the box, Trammell Reyes. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a fastball that misses. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty V, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning. So he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Number 25.
Digging in next, Jim Thome. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. It's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. 2 balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Hit back up the middle. Trammell grabs it cleanly. They'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Bottom half of the inning here in Detroit. Get up and stretch. All tied at 1-1. Last half of the 7th here, and up next, the Hall of Fame shortstop, Alan Trammell. Now the 1-1 pitch. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Ramirez is up with it on the first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jonathan Scope.
Stepping up is Jonathan Scope. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And this will wind up a foul ball.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled away. Ready with another 2-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Scope is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting, center fielder.
And now in the box, Akil Baddoo. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. He's falling behind now, 3-1.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Rosario's got it cleanly. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Tigers leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Julio Teheran has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 50, Julio Teheran.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next to hit is the catcher, Roberto Perez. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
1-2.
The 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. Final line there for the Detroit starting pitcher, and that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
At the plate now, Kenny Lofton. High and deep to right center. Looking up is K-line, and they have taken the lead. Solo shot to right center as they've taken a 1-run lead.
What a great piece of clutch hitting right there to give his boys the lead. Going to put a lot of pressure on the opposition to have to score with only 6 outs to go.
To the plate now, Ahmed Rosario pulls this one in the air out to left. Reyes is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the 2nd out.
Now back, left fielder, Larry Doby.
Ready now is Larry Doby. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-1 home.
Yep, that ball went
Now
out.
some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 2-1.
Ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1. Sinker misses, ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count. The ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind an account like that, though.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings up Grady Sizemore. Here's the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right side. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Little ground ball with eyes right there. He might have been a little bit out in front, but I don't care. That's a bullet knock in the box score tomorrow morning.
Now to the plate, here is Jose Ramirez. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Ready with the 2-1. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Doby rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Buck Farmer enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Stepping in now, Trammell. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Indians 3 and the Tigers 1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. In there, 2-2.
But that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tying run to the plate.
They have him play perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Fielded cleanly, and that's out number 1. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Next up, Eric Haas. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Hernandez ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, Victor Reyes.
Next up for Detroit, Victor Reyes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He didn't get him to offer at that pitch right there, but that big 12-6 curveball is definitely part of it.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Tigers. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. And now here is Jim Thome. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here comes the 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
2-2.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he fouls this one off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. He could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. Cabrera's got it, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto Perez.
Next to dig in, Roberto Perez. Lifetime versus this arm. He's gone 3 for 8.
Hey.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Scope, he's got it, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3, and it's still 3-1. James Karinchak is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 99, James Karinchak.
Striding forward now is the DH, Harold Castro. He went down on strikes last time up. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. And there are the final numbers for the Indian starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate, Al Kaline. Swing and a little blooper to center. Center fielder coming on. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. He'll get it into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
So now to the plate, Alan Trammell. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there. He struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In now, Jonathan Scope. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last breath for the Tigers. And that misses for ball 4.
The closer's supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And here's the former Rule 5 pick, Akil Baddoo. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive at a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The 2-1 home. Two men are on with 2 men out. Still 2-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Indians came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Bob Feller earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. James Karinchak wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Our paid attendance at Comerica Park this afternoon, a sellout of 41,299. The Tigers thank you for attending today's game and reminds you to buckle up and drive home safely.